Hello, welcome. We're going to talk about these things. I'm going to take you to the world of the factory. I'm going to take you to the world of the operator. And I'm going to explain to you how miserable his life currently is and how great it will be if they would have a connected worker platform. So we're going to be talking about the challenge. We're going to be talking about the missing link, what's missing, our solution, the value, and after this you will only want to hear more, which is possible, because we have a small booth right over there. So we'll see you over there. So let's first start with the operator challenge. So this is the world that we live in today. So I am known in my company to actually build slides that are super complex and that have more text on it than you and I can ever read in approximately a week. This is slide number 1 of 50. You will suffer death by PowerPoint at the end of this presentation, but you will love it because it's a great way to die. This is connected worker platforms and you love it. So when I was studying and I needed to do a macroeconomical assessment of the world, there was a concept called PESTLE. So PESTLE. This is a way to actually look at the world around you. You look at the political, the economical, the societal, the technological, the legal, and the environmental. And I've been rehearsing this 1,000 times so that I didn't have to look at the screen. So that was something that I did specifically for you. But anyway, if we look at the PESTLE analysis, what we see politically is that there is de-globalization. So people are requiring more people to work in their factories. And economically, we see interest rising. We see wages rising. And so there's really a big need for manufacturers to really rethink how they use their assets and how they use their people. And if we look at the societal factors, we see the baby boomers, we see old people that are currently working in the factory, they are retiring. And we see young people, like the people sitting in front of me, you're maybe going to work in a factory, but the problem is you don't want to work with pen and paper, you want to work digital. You want to be excited, you want to know the data, you want to have all those things, right? That's what the world is coming to. So the whole world is changing and there's more going on. And all this is leading to, we need to get more value from the people we have and from the assets that are building the products that the world needs. But what is the world of an operator? The world of an operator is that I need to do 100,000 things every day, but I have a system for this and I have a system for that. For example, I need to look at what it is that I'm actually doing today. And I go to a whiteboard, or I go to an Obeya board. Or I need to do some troubleshooting and fixing of equipment. So I take a manual, or I go to a system, or I give a call to this. And I'm doing all that stuff, and every time I need a different system, or a different person, or a different technology. I'm getting freaking crazy here. So the problem is, where do I need to go? For my maintenance, for my quality, for my safety, for my this, for my that. That is what we really have as an issue. And it gets even worse. So this was a slide that I created and I thought, how can I put even more stuff on a single slide? And also add some colors to it as well. Well, this was the result. Text and colors. But basically what it says is, even if I do a very simple thing, like checking the data to plan maintenance activities, I need to log into SAP, and check the skills. I need to go to that system to create a plan. I need to do that. It's a very simple task, but it takes 20 different systems. And all these simple tasks that I'm listing out here, this is just me, and I'm not super creative, but I could already think of all these things that happen and all these different systems that you need to touch. And the impact of all this stuff is poor productivity, very sad operators. Sorry, I'm getting almost emotional here. There is the OEE, which is dropping, obviously. There's misery and there's just a lot of pain. And we can all solve this. So how can we solve this? What's the missing link? How can we combine all this and make work flow? Or make the world of work, well, that stuff that ServiceNow says, but then better. So this is Gartner. So Gartner is a research agency that does very factual research about what's happening in the world of technology. But anyways, so they create a document, multiple documents, but one of the documents they create is the Gartner hype cycle. And this is the hype cycle for manufacturing operations. And you see a lot of stuff in that hype cycle. Stuff you all know, stuff you love, digital twin, asset performance management, flexible quality processes or whatever that might mean. And there's a lot of stuff. But what's here at the top, the peak of inflated expectations. Now, who does not want to have a technology at the peak of inflated expectations, right? Jürgen is smiling. He said, yes, that's exactly what we want. This is a little technology that we call the connected factory worker. The connected factory worker is what Gartner currently says, this is the shit, basically. That's what they're saying. It's not fully matured, but it is there and everyone is talking about it, which makes sense, looking at the political climate and everything that's happening. Hey man, good to see you. He actually came back. So why is it so important? Two things. One, people really must change. There's so much data in the factories today. If you don't make sure that that data gets in the hands of the people that work in your factories, it is pointless. It is wasted money. IoT data and not having it in the hands of your operators is wasting money. This is really what you need to solve for. And it requires a cultural change. And what will it bring to you? It will enhance the operator experience. And what that basically means is smiley faces. Smiley faces in the factory. I always say, smiley faces, happy customers. That's the motto of my organization. It will give you a lot of operational excellence improvements, OEE. And it will make sure that data is all on a single platform, allowing you to collaborate globally across the world. Get the best minds in the world to collaborate to solve problems. This is all what the connected factory worker platforms all bring. So if I bring it back to those simple use cases, right? I'm planning some work. I'm making sure that only certified people are working on tasks. I'm completing a batch and I need to record something. All these simple tasks, all in a single framework. The connected factory worker framework by Gartner. And all this will have a super positive impact on your factory. Higher OEE, safer people, increased performance, less administrative waste. The list of positivity goes on and on and on. And yes, this is a sales presentation. So, connected worker platforms. So let's just put it all together and let's just sink in what we actually have to offer. So the product that we have built on the technology of ServiceNow is called For Industry. And the beauty of the whole For Industry product is every workflow that your operators need to do on the shop floor is all provided by a single platform. A platform to manage your performance, to manage your safety, and to manage the quality of the products that you deliver. But the beauty is, it's not just workflow, because workflow can be boring. Workflow is, I need to do this, I need to do that. The problem is, how? How do you actually do all that? That means that you also need to connect this with knowledge bases with working instructions, one-point lessons, how to set up your assessments, getting access to your digital product manuals. All that knowledge needs to be there, because when you have a task that says, do this, You need to know exactly what steps to take, which tools to use, and how to make sure that that work is done effectively and safely. And all that rests on a core data model that describes exactly the people and the assets that you are using in your factory. Single platform, everything combined, knowledge, tasks, data, and all running on a very powerful infrastructure built by our colleagues from ServiceNow. This is truly one of the best workflow platforms in the world, but it is great technology. I've been working with this technology for the last 8.5 years, and truly every project that I've done so far for customers has been a success because of this. Easy configurability, super high scalability, super good usability, and that list goes on and on. Mobile enabled, powerful platform. If we go one layer deeper, so where does that all sit? Where does it all fit in? This connected worker platform story. It will integrate seamlessly with your ERP systems. It will integrate seamlessly with your IoT systems, with your MES systems. You don't need to displace anything. The only thing you will be displacing is crappy Excel, crappy SharePoint, crappy pen and paper. That is what you will be displacing, and what you will get back is a single platform to manage all your work, including all the relevant knowledge. So what's the value? Why? Why should you actually consider buying this? Well, don't take it from me. Take it from one of these global brands. Take it from a company, I don't know if you know those. There's Heineken. Who knows Heineken? Yeah. They serve beer. It's a product very close to my heart. I don't know why. And they produce beer in more than 150 breweries across the world. They make beer with more than 15,000 operators across the world. And all these people, they need to know exactly what they're doing, because else I'll be drinking a shitty beer. And that is not what they want. They want to only produce the best quality beer in the highest efficiency grade possible. So Heineken is actually, as a company, an example of a company that has the highest OEE scores in the world. They operate at an overall equipment effectiveness level of increase of 85%. This is world-class manufacturing. And if you want to do world-class manufacturing, obviously you need to have a tool to make sure that your operators know exactly what they're doing. So OEE improvements, happier customers, better knowledge sharing, better this, better that. At JDE, we implemented this for a big coffee organization, global implementation, quicker incident resolution, breakdowns get solved quicker, happy customers, happy people, Kraft Heinz, Philip Morris. These are the companies that we are serving at a global scale. So wrapping that all up, we are currently in a state of frustration, disappointed, sad people in their factories, and we need to get them to a state of flow. Flow is a great word. Flow means I'm happy, I'm productive, I'm excited. I want to focus on doing the things I want to do. I want to just make the machines better. I don't want to be bogged down in administrative work. I want to focus my team to get to better performance. I want, as a line manager, I want better visibility. I want to make sure that my continuous improvement processes run well. This is all what I want. And again, looking at the operator, get rid of all that crap and basically move to a system where it's all integrated. As a line manager, get rid of all this crap and get into a system where you can actually manage your teams. As a plant director, and even if you are the manufacturer of operation, the global head of operations, the problem is actually worse, because you don't even have the crap at a factory level, but you have different crap in every factory. So how do you ever make sure that you all have that one 360-degree insights in how your operations is running? It's impossible. So I need to improve that, and I will make use of this platform. And then continuous improvement. Again, I'm responsible for driving operational efficiencies, but I cannot collect the data. The data is in so many systems, I have no clue what's going on. This is not what we want, and this is what we can solve with this connected worker platform. Bringing me to the last slide. I see a lot of excited places around here. For industry, connected worker, you need it, and you can get it at a distance. No, okay. There is actually a booth right over there. We're also having a booth here in the back at B, whatever, and look out for the Volkswagen. Any questions maybe? Okay. Thank you.